Alrighty, and welcome to our very first unit on systems of equation. This is our first lesson. Let me just go to full screen. So today we're just going to go over some vocab to get us going, and we are going to be talking about what exactly a system is. A system is just two or more equations. And you're looking at two variables. Okay, so two or more equations that with two variables. The most common ones that we've been working with are x and y. So an example of what you might see algebraically could be something like this. 2x plus 4 equals y, and then 3x minus y equals 7. This is an example of what a system could look like algebraically. On a coordinate plane, it could look something like this. Here's one equation. Here's your other. That makes sense. You have two equations, which could give you two lines. The two lines are just graphed on the same coordinate plane. So, more vocab. Let's talk about the types of systems you can see. Your system is either consistent or inconsistent. If it's consistent, you have at least one solution. Okay. If it's inconsistent, you have no solution. No solution at all. So let's go back to consistent, where you have at least one solution. There are two types from there to get even more specific. If it's independent, that means your lines are intersecting. Okay? If you have an independent system, you have exactly one solution, which is that point of intersection where the lines cross. If it's dependent, you have infinite solutions. That means you have, forgot the end, infinite solutions. That means you have all solutions. That would be if your lines were the same. So, let me just show you a graph of a couple different types. Let's start with consistent, independent. I just told you, consistent means you have at least one solution. Independent means you have only one solution, which means your lines, wherever they might go, only intersect at one point. We are intersecting right here. The coordinates of that point are our solution. So if I asked you to draw a consistent, independent system, it'd look just like this, intersection at one point. If I asked you to draw a consistent, let's go down, consistent dependent, well, one line would look like this, and the other line would actually be directly on top of it. They're the same line. In order to be the same line, you need the same slope, same m, and the same y-intercept, the same b. Okay? So, if it's inconsistent, well, we've talked about two different types of lines, intersecting, the same line. The only one we haven't talked about are when lines are parallel. These lines will never cross, which is why you'll never have a solution. Parallel lines, I'll write that here, have the same slope, but not the same y-intercept. So if you see two equations that have the same slope but different y-intercepts, you automatically know there's no solution. That's all the vocab you'll need to get yourself started. Good luck. Whoop.